Hello, guys, and welcome to another edition of Let's Football Live. Boy, they're coming thick and fast now, aren't they? My guest today is Mumbai City FC and Indian national men's team midfielder Rainier Fernandez. So thank you so much for tuning into this as always. Thanks as always for all the questions that have come in to the Mumbai City FC fans who will be tuning into this. A warm welcome to you guys. I hope you guys are having a fabulous start to the weekend. As I'm sure is my guest of honor today, that's Rainier. It's not very often that I'm in the same city as the guest who I'm going to be speaking with on Let's Football Live, but such is the coincidence this time around. So I'm going to waste no further time because he's a man who needs very little introduction in terms of what he's been up to in Indian football, but we'll try and get all the insights from him. So shall we just fire away straight? And Rainier is saying hello to me, so let's go to...
Hello, Anand.
How are you, my friend?
I am good. How are you?
I'm very good. I thought I'll come up with an introduction like Mumbai Tsa Mulka, Mumbai Tsa Chhawa, Kya Bol Rahi Public.
Kya bol rahe public? By the way, I told you I would be there before you even joined.
Hey, listen. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for being prompt as always. I just wanted to get a sense from you. First of all, you're in Mumbai, right? Before we get started.
Yes, I'm in Mumbai. Yes, I'm at home.
Navi Mumbai is home, is it?
Navi Mumbai and my home in Dadar.
And Dadar, okay. Because there are a lot of questions that are coming about Dadar and Ashok Vada Pav and all that, but I'll come to that in just a moment.
Yeah.
But Rainier, it's so good to have you finally, and I'll get to the first question straight away, which was from Breathe_MCFC. I'm sure you know who they are.
Yeah.
And they wanted to know the most basic thing, which I think everybody wants to know whenever there's a guest on Let's Football Live. How did your football journey start? Because you're a Mumbai boy, born and brought up here, but it couldn't have been very easy growing up trying to be a footballer instead of a cricketer playing, somewhere in town.
Yeah. So I, like myself when I was young. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you all right.
Yeah. So I didn't know what I was supposed to become, a cricketer, footballer. I just loved the game football, and since the beginning of time only. And so I used to play in my gully, and I used to play in my streets and all with all the friends and all that. And yeah, so then my first school was Our Lady of Salvation, Dadar. So I got into the team, and I was just playing my normal football because I love the sport, and I was just playing it. Like I didn't think about any future. Like I just, for the love of football, I just wanted to play. So I kept playing. I represented my school, and then my elder brother, Royston, is 6 years elder to me. And so when I was in school age, like he was playing for his first club, Kenkre. And so looking at him grow in football and looking at his level, he's played the second division I League. But that time I had no clue what it was, what I League is, what second division I League, nothing. So I saw him play, and so I used to go to a couple of his matches and all. And so looking at the situation there, all the fans are coming, like even me, I was a fan then. So looking at all this, I thought like I would take up this sport. And then, so in my school, like Salvation, like the football wasn't like what I wanted. So I moved and I went to another school, Don Bosco Matunga. So I joined there because they are in a higher league. So that time, so I joined there, and from there it just went upwards. So I started playing for the under 14, under 16. And so the experience I got in school only was very competitive, because we had rivals like Stanislaus, Bombay Scottish, Campion, Cathedral. So all these were very tough opponents and all. So you play them, and I used to be nervous. I used to get scared, like how to face these people and all. But then once I used to step on the field, I used to just leave everything and I used to just play. So playing that, and so I got done with school. Then I went to college, MMK, which is Bandra. So I played there, and I played for under 19 there. I played there in school and college. I played hockey and football both simultaneously, because I just hockey is similar to football only, but I should just receive the ball and play. So I should just keep playing. I should just take all the football thing to my hockey thing, and I should play that. But then at the end, I had to decide what sport I had to choose. I had to choose football.
Hockey's loss is football's gain, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'll tell you one thing about hockey. Yeah? So when you play hockey, you got to wear the shin pads, what covers your entire shin. But I was the only player who used to play with those football shin pads with the small ones. And everyone, the coach used to be like, "Why you're not getting scared?" And I'm like, "Nah, it's fine. I just play."
Nice.
That's a crazy thing.
But did you ever get hurt in the process or something? Because those shin guards are actually supposed to protect you from the ball, unlike in football.
Yeah, but then I used to I should not dribble and all. I should just play, receive and all, and I used to play safe. But once there was a situation I fell down and the opponent took one shot and it just passed my head. So I was so saved, like, from a bad injury. Yeah.
Nice. Well, thank God for that. Thank God for that. Yeah, but that's cool. Who was your favorite opponent? You mentioned Campion, you mentioned Stanislaus and all these guys. If there was one team that you really feared, because I'm sure there are a couple of Mumbai people on this.
Yeah.
Which team was that growing up?
So especially like I used to not have any rivalry and all. It's just like it was already there, like from school to school. So our coach and all used to like just say like when we used to face Stanislaus Bandra. So they were a rivalry since the beginning. So like whenever I used to come across them, it was like just like a tucker, you can say, like it's do or die that way.
Nice. Yeah, I know. I've heard that phrase doing the round. Somewhere in Mud Island, there are a lot of these football pitches over here, and I keep trying to get a pulse on the Mumbai lingo of playing football, which is obviously very, very different. But there are so many boys from Mumbai Rainier who've made it to the national team. They've gone and played for big clubs in Kolkata clubs as well. How did you make that transition from knowing that okay, I'm good enough to be a part of the Mumbai Santosh Trophy squad that can go to the final, but now I need to start playing the I-League or the ISL?
So once I got into my college, like the first, like the main team, like what a club apart from my school and college, the first club was Companeros, which is in Bandra, coached by Sydney Sydney sir. So he gave me an opportunity to play, and he was like, "There's this team, just come and play for us," because he liked my game, and so I was like, "Why not? This is the first ever club," so I was like, "I should join this." So we played playoffs. We played only 6 matches, and then we qualified for the elite division, which is Mumbai's main division, like elite. So when we got promoted, Air India coach under 19, he saw my game and he loved it, Sham Sawant sir. So he came with me with a contract. He's like, "I want you to play for under 19 team, Air India." So I was like, okay, this is like a step ahead. So I was like, why not do that? So then I played for Air India just 1 year. And in that first year only, we won the championship. And so we had a great season. And then Godfrey Pereira coach. And so he was in the senior team, the coach. So then he comes to me, the first under 19 train, like the season got over. So before the second season, we had training. So I was just sitting over there. So he comes to me and he's like, Godfrey's the coach. He's like, since your last season went well, I want you to sign a contract for the main team. So I was like shocked. I was like, my God, I didn't expect it for a training session to hear this news. So I was like, okay, then I will talk to my coach, Sham Sawant sir. And he's like, no, I already spoke to him and all that. Yeah. And then he's like, yeah, you come to the senior team. And then that was a great 2 years of senior team experience I had. I played with Nikhil Pujari. He was there with me. Then Vijit Shetty, Kohli, Santosh Kohli, all good players were there. And so first season went well. And then first season we won. Second season we didn't win, but we came second. Yeah. And so during that time, Santosh Trophy tournament was on. And Godfrey Pereira was the coach. I don't remember. Yeah. So then I got into the Santosh Trophy team, and it was experience like to remember, because that was like a big thing, because I always heard about Santosh Trophy. Like when I used to go for tournaments, like when I used to play this 5-a-sides and all, they used to announce like the commentators to announce like there is this guest over here, he's won so much and he's played the Santosh Trophy and all that. So I was wondering, like, Santosh Trophy is such a big thing, and then I get an opportunity to play for that. So I was very happy when I heard that I got into the team Santosh Trophy. And the first time only, it was great. We had to play the West Zone first. So we had Goa, we had Daman and Diu and all this. So we were in Goa, and that experience went well. We came second. Goa came first. So and we got qualified for the national. That happened in Nagpur. So our entire journey of Santosh Trophy was amazing. Like I played all the games. Me and Vijay Shetty was in the midfield, and it's just good to play with him. So our team performance was well. We went to the finals and we scored first. So we were leading throughout the game. And then towards the end, we conceded 2 goals, and the trophy went from our hand by services. And it was like the end what I didn't want. But then this is football. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you learn. So yeah, I learned a lot from that. So this is my experience in Santosh Trophy. Amazing experience.
So sometimes you win and sometimes you learn, as they say, and that's the time you learn. Finishing runners up over there, and then of course going to Kolkata and then playing. The level of football that you wanted to play with, in a big Kolkata club, and that's something that must have been a great experience for you. I know you didn't get a regular playing time in the league, but you managed to play a lot of matches in the AFC Cup. What was it like playing in Asia for the first time? Because suddenly You were not a Mumbai's mulga anymore. You were suddenly
No.
representing a big Kolkata club.
Yeah. So the journey also, I will tell you, like the first season, like when I had gone for trials. So I went there. I went for like, so the coach told me like, you give trials like for a week, and then if we like you, we'll put you in the team, and all. Otherwise, it will be difficult. Like we'll be heading back. So I was like, okay, no problem. But I didn't think anything. Like I'm giving trials, so I need to like like do something. So I was just wanted to go there and show what talent I have. Just play normal game, simple game, not doing any fancy stuff. Just play normally what I'm good at. So I went there. So the third day was a practice match against a local club. I don't remember that. So me and so I and the coach put me in the midfield. So I didn't think about trials. So when I went to the pitch, I just played. Like what? Luckily there were no fans, but I didn't know about that until later on. So during the like the practice game, so we played and so we played. So we won the game, and then just after the first game only the coach and spoke to my agency and all like, no, this player is like good, he's worthy, and also we want to sign a contract with him for 1 year. So why not like stay? So I was like hands up, like I please, I just want to come there and play with Mohan Bagan. So I got into the team, and so then I came back home, and then the CFL is the first tournament over there, what we played before the I League at that time in 2017. Yeah. So CFL experience was it was crazy. So I went there and I reached like 1 week before the tournament. So I played. So just 1 day before the match, they had to take 20 players, and my name was not there in the 20 players. So but then when I came, so they was like we will, like in the pencil they wrote in the 21st name, they put my name, and they wanted me also to be in the part in the first ever match. So they wanted to like just give me an opportunity. So I was like, okay, like they're giving me so much importance, like I have to do something about it. So I was in the substitute, and then I came in the 60th minute, I think. And so the first training match what I played versus the first CFL match is completely different, because in the training, like there were like hardly like 50, 60 people. But then when I played the first CFL match, there were like 20, 30,000 people screaming, shouting. And I'm
Exactly.
there, and I was so nervous at the start, because the first game itself, like I didn't know what was happening. Like I received the ball, I'm like, I'm shaky, like I'm getting pushed, I'm getting tackled, many things are going in my head. So I couldn't show what I showed in the first game, but then I was like a bit scared and I was a bit nervous. So I went back to the dressing room, and then over there I thought like, this is not anything what I ever dreamed of. This is a big thing, and I can't take this
Yeah.
very lightly, because from this day, like from after the match till wherever, it's just up. The level is just going up. So you got to be serious mentally, physically, everywhere. So then I decided like, just because I know now all the matches are going to be like this, so just be prepared before that only, and try to get a spot in the first 11. And then CFL went a good season, and I got most of the chance to play and all that. And then I League starts. So just before the I League, I had done my year operation, so I had to skip CFL in like 3-4 matches only. So because I had some problems in my ear, so then I came back, I did my operation, and I went back for the I League. And I had no clue. Like, so before the I League, before the first time I went, I had gone to see a intercontinental match, I think, which was happening in Andheri. So I went there, and the first time I seen like JJ Bai, Sunil Chetri, Jingan, Pronoy, and all these Balwan, everyone, all these superstars of India, I saw them play, and I'm like, man, this is crazy. Like this is the first time I'm seeing a match like this. So I watched the match. I came back home. So before the I League, I went there to Mohan Bagan, and then I get to know that all these players like Balwan, JJ, Anas, Pronoy, Shovik, everyone are there in the dressing room, and then there's me coming over in the dressing room. Like out of all these big people, I thought to myself, what am I doing here? Like, because I was like so nervous, and I was so like starstruck, looking at all these players play and all. So I was like, this is a big deal. Like now you have to do something
Yeah.
about it. And so the first game was against Shillong. I came in the second half, but in the first season I didn't get the proper, the position what I wanted to play. Like I was in the midfield, but in the midfield there was Pranay, Shovik, Bikramjeet, and many good midfielders. So
Yeah.
like the first time I got was playing the right wing, and in right wing it was either Sony Noride or me.
Wow.
And in the left wing, yeah, and in the left wing was Katsumi and Azharuddin, I think, yeah. So yeah, it was very difficult now to get. So every time, like in the I League, it was like one under 22 player or suppose. So first game, I got an opportunity to start, like the first ever Shillong match, the first ever match in the I League I got. I played till 69 minutes, I think, and when I played, like I was in the right wing, like it was a new position for me. So somehow I tried to manage. I did some good passing and all that, but not what I wanted to do. So I was like, because there was too much of running and all that, which I was not trained for. But then wherever the coach puts you, you have to go and play. And then,
Yeah,
so
of
that was my
course.
first match. Yeah. And then after that, I didn't get many opportunities during the season. And that's when AFC came and we played AFC. So the first time we played, I had gone to Maldives. So there, so I was playing the right wing. So now I had to like do something for the team and for the coach. So I had to play that position. Like whether you like it or not, you have to play and you have to give everything. You have to enjoy and play. So I tried to manage. I tried all the games went like how it had to and normal. So
Right.
AFC
Yeah.
experience was great because I didn't expect that like I'll be going somewhere. That was my first ever trip abroad for the AFC Cup for Mohun Bagan. So I went to Maldives. I played there. I played the winger. We came back. We lost the game. I think that 5-2 we lost. I think. Yeah, and again Mazia team. I think. Yeah. So we came
Yeah.
back and so the season went for me up down very low. Didn't get a lot of opportunities. Waiting to play but not getting opportunities. It was a difficult year for me. The first year of Mohun Bagan. I used to get more chance in AFC. So it went well. So the last great chance I got in the first year with all these players against Bengaluru, AFC match only, which happened uh, in Kolkata only, home match. Yeah, yeah. Rabindra, the stadium name, I think, I don't remember that. So that was the first time ever I got to play in my actual position. And when the coach told me you're going to play with Bikram in the middle, so I was like, finally, like I got this chance. I have to do something to at least prove that I'm worthy to be in this team at least or be in the substitute. So the game went excellent, and that was the first assist I have given JJ. I scooped the ball over the Bengaluru defenders, all two, three of them, and he scored the goal. And that assist just made me think I did something for the team, and we won the game 3-1. So I was very happy, and it was just like I felt the top of the world. So that was the experience the first season, the AFC and the I League. Yeah.
Amazing, and some great stories there as well. I mean, it's for a
Yeah.
lot of people watching, and for a lot of people who will get to watch this, who are growing up in Mumbai and watching this, they'll be like, they'll look at a journey like yours and they'll think, people like Nikhil, people like Rainier have gone and they've expressed themselves at the biggest stage, have rubbed shoulders with, like you said, with JJ Lal Pekrua, with Sunil Chetri,
Yeah.
guys who've, carried the Indian flag high, and Sandesh Jingan, of course, Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, like we talked about in just a moment. But I wanted to know, because it's not traditionally a footballing city or a region, like a Kerala or a
Mm-hmm.
Goa or Northeast United or Northeast for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
There's a wave of young talent that's coming through in Mumbai and in Maharashtra at large. What do you think the future is like, given what you've been seeing over here?
All I can see is from the Bombay, from Maharashtra, the future looks very, very bright. It's just upon the players, the youngsters who wants to grow. It's just upon how they dream to become, what they dream to become, a good footballer, a good athlete, or whatever sport, cricket, football, whatever. But we're talking specifically of football. There are very, very like great talent. What is happening right now? It's just like they got to do something about it. They got to dream big. They got to work hard for it, and they just don't have to take anything lightly. Everything will come in hand, but just work hard now. And such talented players I've seen across these 2-3 years, like what I've seen, it's just amazing. It's just like, please don't give up. Just keep playing this amazing football game. It's amazing. And yeah, like me,
Mumbai City.
I didn't expect like to play for the Indian national team like so soon, but then I like never gave up and I just tried my best in every game, every training, and yeah, this is what the result is. So yes.
I'll talk about India as well as time goes along. But I want to know, after you're getting a chance with Mumbai City FC now. You've been with them for a couple of seasons. What's the experience been like? I mean, you're back in your home city. You're representing a club which is aspirations of winning the title and going and playing in Asia as well. What's it been like for you?
Yeah. So after Mohun Bagan, I was like, when I got to know that my home wants me to play for them, I was like, why not? Like, this is my home. Like, there's my friends, my family, all the supporters are going to be there. Everything is going to go amazing. So I was like, why not join this amazing club? And it's home. So the first and second season, like 2 seasons I played for, and man, the experience is crazy. The fans, the management, the coach, the staying, everything was like A1 for Mumbai City FC, like in these 2 seasons. And my experience while playing, I just want to thank the coach, George Costa sir, to give me so many opportunities to play. Like, well, he believed in the team, and he gave me. So I just want to thank him for that. And we couldn't like the first season we came to the playoffs, but then we couldn't be like like we couldn't reach the finals and win it. So it was like an up down thing. So we tried our best. The entire team did well, and I loved everything about the first two seasons. Like because the players they gave all out in the training, because in training only you can come to know the character of a teammate or a player, like how it is and what is the winning thing they want, And the coach has put it in us in these two seasons. So the experience has been great. It's like our entire Mumbai City thing with the fans, with the management. It's just like family. So like I got everything. The entire team got everything, all the support and all the love and everything from the Mumbai City, and it's been great. This 2 years of experience is amazing. Just looking forward to these amazing seasons now. What's going to come? Yeah.
And we're looking forward to that as well, Rainier. But now, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We're in the same city, so connection should not be an issue this time around. Okay, I'm just saying that 2 full seasons now in the ISL. You're an established player for Mumbai City FC. What targets are you setting yourself in the season to come? And it's going to be a very different season, of course.
Yes. So my first target, like my first thing, is to get back with the team with the preseason, because this is a main thing before the tournament starts. So, and we have less of time, I think, because of this Corona thing. So we have less of time. So we got to work hard mentally. And so once we get back, now I'm talking about this season. I'm not talking about the rest 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just talking about this season. It always goes step by step. So first step is the preseason. So all our players, because our city group has sent some program in fitness and everyone are following it like full perfect. So there's no issue for that. So now we just want to get back to the field, get to know each other, get to understand each other, what the coach wants, what the city, what the management wants. So how important this is going to be, this will show when the season starts. So we got to work hard in this preseason, in this training, and following like my aim and the club's aim to firstly get 3 points in all the matches. If you do that, we want to get opportunity to play for the playoffs. So our main thing is win most of the games, get into the playoffs, do well in the playoffs, and just get the trophy home. So this is our main aim. So firstly, for me personally, my main aim is the preseason right now. How good it's going to be, it's all depend on that, and how good all the training sessions are, because the results will come if we work hard over here. So this is our aim, and this is especially my aim, to do well in preseason and training, and everything will follow. So we just have to focus on this.
I'm so tempted to ask you the name of the new coach, but I'll let Mumbai City FC announce that. But there will be a change. There will be a change at the helm, and there'll be plenty of new recruits on the cards as well. Do you see that as a positive, Rainier? You see that as a positive?
Yes, I see it as a positive and a bit challenging also. Well, whatever is there for us in the future, that everyone will get to know soon. But then I'm just waiting to get back to the field, and everyone is waiting to get back and get to know each other. But yeah, positivity is there. So yeah.
Okay.
Mumbai.
All right. You know who the coach is? You can nod your head if you know who the coach is.
Next question, please.
I like that, Rainier. Okay. Well, the fans can guess. That's what this Let's Football Live is about. Okay. I'm not going to get Anuj in trouble or Mumbai City FC in trouble. But 6 seasons of being almost there. Mumbai City FC were also league toppers at the end of season 3, I remember. That time there was no shield available, but now there is. Do you feel Mumbai City are now finally in a position to challenge for the title and for the Asian spots?
Now, last season and the previous season, for me personally, every year has been like, it is like, there is like, we have the thing, we have the will to fight for every match, every playoff, and every the final. So these 2 years also, we did the same. The coming years also, we are going to do the same, and we are going to work much harder. Whatever mistakes we did in this 2 seasons, now since the City Football Group has come, like we got a plus point, they are well to do and all that. So now we got to take this, they are going to come with everything. So we got to keep the name, we got to prove them, and we got to prove everyone that we are something in this Super League, and we just got to do well. So yeah. That's what.
Fantastic. Now, I'll move to the national team as well, because you've got a taste of wearing that jersey, coming on against Curacao to make your debut, and then starting your first game against Thailand. That was your first ever start with the national team. Tell us about the competition in your position. You told me about the competition of, say, Bikramjeet and Pranoy and Shovik in Mohun Bagan. But at the national team, it's just the next level, because everybody is such a good midfielder. You talk about Vineet Rai, you talk about Anirudh Thapa, you can keep naming them. The day will end, but the players won't.
Yeah. So, I don't know about the rest players, like, but for me, like, I always like you see competition everywhere, but then once you go to the field, you just have to do what you're good at. So competition is going to be everywhere because what level, and I'm talking about the national team. The national team level is
Yeah.
like this top. All Indian, the best of Indian players are there in the same dressing room. So you got to prove everything. Like you got to show everything, whatever you have in your training. So for me, like I have seen competition is going to be everywhere because there's no like looking back and be like, nah, now I got this and all that. But no, everything every time there's going to be a competition. And in the national team, the competition is very high. But then personally, like when I get into the field of a training, I just want to do what the coach wants me to do, what the coach wants to do, and just go to enjoy the game and just keep playing. Like whatever he has assigned you to do, like receive the ball, pass it, give the, you do everything. It's all on the coach. He sees you how you are doing in your training. He sees you if you're listening. He sees you if you're being attentive. And I think because of that, like I got an opportunity to play the first match against Warsaw because he thought like I had something like good enough for the team and for the Indian national team, and that's a big thing. So I was like very like honored, like he gave me an opportunity to represent my and like my country. So competition is going to be there, but then you just have to not think about all that and just be good at what you do. So this is my thing. So I just want everyone to know that also. So yeah, and against Curaçao, that match was amazing. yeah, see.
No, I was just saying that, you know, that's the kind of spirit that you have to have because you got talent all around you, but you also get to learn from them. You also get to exchange notes with them. Who are the people you hang around with, you know, in that Indian dressing room? Who do you chat with the most? Who do you know, interact with?
Me, like my roommate was always Farooq in the national team, Farooq Chaudhary.
Yeah.
And so that way I have interacted with all the players, with Thapa, with Sahal. Sahal is very good to me, very close to me. Then Nikhil, Rahul, like everyone's just fun, you know, off the field. Like when we go to the room and all enjoyment and all chilling, like a chilling scene, you can say. So it's good, like, and especially they are all Bombay people, so it feels great to be with them. And yeah, and Anirudh Thapa and all great person, like even Gurpreet Paji and all so down to earth people. Like I have not like, you know, this is the first time like I've known all these players, and then when you talk to them, when you know them personally, man, you be like, wow, they're just like us, like very calm, cool. They'll laugh, they will take each other's case, and they will just make fun. And it's so enjoyment, you know, to be in the team and be in the dressing room, especially being like in the rooms and all, like where you hang out with them and all that. But then when you come to the field, another ball game, everyone's serious, everyone wants to just show everything what they got, and it is a great thing.
I've just been told of a comment that came which says Rainier Fernandes is getting married very soon. What is the story behind this, Rainier? Come on. It's come from I am_ the Vishal, if I'm right.
Why that guy? No, he's actually one of my friends. Like we have a group, so I think he just said it for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know.
So Rainier, who's the lucky girl? Come on.
I don't know why you took the question. Next.
I had to.
Next.
All right, okay. In time, I'm gonna keep my eyes on your Instagram page to see if you guys want to guess who Rainier Fernandes is getting married to. Come on, give me some suggestions. Mumbai City FC are watching. Okay, I'll come to some fan questions now. We'll ignore the one from Vishal. The first one is from Sir_Vesh_2002. He wants to know who's your best friend in Mumbai City FC.
Best friend. So the first season, like my first season when I was there, it was Shobik Rafiq. And the next season it was Shoaib Rafiq. But then the main man, the Rowland Borges, the tank.
The Rowland Borges, the tank, the smiling tank.
The smiling tank. He's my chaddi buddy.
Listen, I'm glad you're getting married because the way you're changing best friends, I would be worried if I was a girlfriend right now. So yeah. Okay, all right. Manoj Abhirami wants to know your biggest supporter. Who's your biggest supporter? Is it your family, somebody in your friend circle?
My biggest supporter is my family, of course. My mom, my dad, and my brother. Like my dad passed away.
Yeah.
But then the journey, what I've been through, like my mom was never around. Like she was in Kuwait. So she was never around like to be there because she was working, and obviously she was doing that for our family. So respect to that. But then my dad and my brother, they were here in India, in Bombay. And so during the like towards like Mohan Bagan days and all, like my brother also was out. So I had my dad. So the support that he gave me, like he believed in me, like unconditionally. Like there was support with everything. Whether I needed shoes, whether I needed him to like do something, like everything. Like he just left me like, just do your dream and I'll just be there behind you. You require anything, I'll be there. So, and his blessings are there with me still. Blessings are there with our family, and I just love that. So yeah, my parents, my family.
Hey, listen, I'm really sorry to hear that, but I'm also really happy that you've bounced back and you bounced back strong from there. And you're always smiling, which is great. I mean, that you've never lost that spirit, Rainier, and never do lose it as well, because that's what we love about you. I'll take another one. This comes. Not at all, not at all. I'll take the next one, which comes from XX Deadly. What a name, by the way.
XX Deadly.
Are you? Yeah, XX Deadly. Are you excited about your new coach and the new challenges to face? ये जाने नहीं देंगे नए coach का नाम.
नहीं, पर मैं जाएगा चाहते आधा घंटे में जाएगा यार.
But they're just asking how excited are you? That's it.
I am very, very, very excited. Me, the team, everyone's very excited. The new coach, the new season, and everything is all I can say. I'm just very happy about it and just waiting to get back to the field. XXX.
Have you been on a phone call? Have you been XX Deadly? Have you been on a phone call with the new coach and some of the new players, and they've helped you out?
That fellow having a deadly question, I tell you.
See, I'm just trying to help out Deadly over there. The Smiling Tank is with us on Let's Football Live, by the way. Roland Borges, hello, man. He says he's a big fan of yours.
He's a big fan. You know, once we get done with this, he will call me up and he will say, "Fan hai, tat jayela."
And Roland, I hope you're having your avocado. And Nikhil Pujari joined us earlier. I hope he's having his biscuits because Sunil Chhetri is not watching this. So don't worry about that. but what's your best Sunil Chhetri story? A lot of young Mumbai boys have told me their favorite Sunil Chhetri story. Tell us yours.
I'm thinking whether should I tell
कहाँ से शुरू करें? देखो अब तो पूरी दुनिया को पता चलने वाला है, so you may as well.
And it is something what I didn't expect, but yeah, I will tell you. So like we meet at matches and all that, so but that's like hi, all the best, this that. So the first ever time was obviously for the national camp, which happened in Delhi. So we went to Delhi. So the first ever, like it was, I think, the breakfast. Yeah, we landed like in the evening. So the next day breakfast around 6:30, 7 a.m. or 7:30. So we went on the breakfast thing, and this is the first ever. So I sat on one table near the buffet only. So I sat there, like I had come first because youngster, I was like, no, I'll go first before everyone. But then also I came third. I don't know who was there before that. So I sat there and then I took and this story is similar to Nikhil Pujari's story. Just similar. But I will tell you the reason also why he says all this stuff. So I sat there and so I go and take my breakfast. I go take a bowl. I take milk, Kellogg's. I take banana and I take all this stuff. And so I come back to the table and I sat there and then Rahul Baker is there. Sandesh Jingan comes and then Sunil Chhetri comes and all the senior people, Gurpreet, all are surrounded me and I'm just wondering like which table I sat. So I sat, I started eating and all that and then and Sunil Chhetri bhai was exactly opposite me. So he's like, he sees my breakfast and all and he's like, he looks at me, he's like, how's everything at home and all. So I was like, I was nervous because he's talking to me and that was the first ever meet and obviously Chhetri bhai sitting in front of you, it's a big thing, like you're playing and you think you're going to even play with him, so it's the feeling that you go to so he tells me how's everyone at home. So I was like, everyone's good at home, like my mom is doing well and my dad passed away like a couple of months back. This is a conversation what we had with him last year and my brothers and so he's like okay. So then he's like, okay, that's well, other family members, nice. So then I asked him how is he and all that. He also said well and all. Then he's like, what are you eating? So I'm like, yes, I'm eating this Kellogg's milk and I put a little sugar and all that. And tea I had. Tea with extra milk and all that. This is the first thing. So he's like, what all you're eating? This is not good for this is good for your family members. So keep this aside and go take some fruits, take some oats, take some peanut butter and eat all healthy stuff. Those are for the athletes. These things we're eating, this for the family members. And I'm like, and everyone is looking at me, like full offer they went to me. And I'm like, oh my God. So I went, I bought everything I ate. Lunchtime, I changed my entire table. I went somewhere else. I was like, I don't want to sit over there.
I was just going to ask. Do a lot of players just tell the the staff over there कि भैया यार room में भिजवा देना ये तो खाने नहीं देगा यहाँ पे.
This is a secret, like this is will only be there if you're there. Otherwise, we won't share anything.
And I asked Sunil Chetri this question. I asked him, I said, a lot of people are accusing you of monitoring their diet. He's like, pagal hai sare ke sare. He's like, I am just trying to help them out. So.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, if I have seen many players like who have been telling that Sunil Chetri, like, he tells you to eat this, like, he wants to like tell you why you're eating this and all. Like, people take it like obviously they will be listening to him and all, but the reason is because you can see his age now. He's 30 plus. Being 30 plus and the performance what he shows in training and in match is like salute to him. So all that happens if you eat well now, if you have a good diet now, if you sleep well, if you train hard, and if you hit the gym, and if you be focused on everything from food to playing. So that is the only reason he tells players like me who has just joined, who is young, who wants to grow in football, because when we look up to him, like, yeah, he scores, he does everything, but then look at his diet, look at, like, off the field, he does so much. He doesn't eat meat, he's vegan. And so you have to, like, we take, like, examples, from him, like, what all he's doing and all that. And that's the only reason he does, because he wants youngsters like me to become like him or become more than him, because he wants everything good for all these youngsters and he supports them unconditionally. So yeah, this is.
Yeah, I think he's always maintained that.
He's always, and he wants that from us also.
Yeah,
this is the best thing about
True,
it.
And he always says that, Rania, that if I had this awareness as a footballer when I was Anirudh Thapa's age, or I was Lalamzwala Changte's age, I would be a much better player right now than I am. So I think that awareness is good, that he's passed on that wisdom to all of you. So now you guys know.
Yes,
even though Nikhil
and we tell it to even Nikhil.
I'm saying even though Nikhil is hiding his biscuits somewhere in his room, but that's okay. That's not a problem.
Yeah, he is completely. Oh man.
All right, okay. I'll get to the next one. I'll get to the next one, which comes from Aryan. Which match was your best match in your career so far? Don't say the goal against Jamshedpur. Apart from that,
like, the best match for me would obviously be my debut match for the Indian national team. It is my best match. Like, individually for me, not for the team. Like, the team, we lost the game 3-1. That is very sad. But then, like, it was like you're representing your country, and that was the best match for me. Like, for me individually is what I'm saying. As a team and as a thing, like, it was not a good game, not what we wanted. But then for me personally, yeah, that, because we played many matches, but then the first match for the national team, it's a big thing. Like, you just feel so great, honored that you're wearing the India badge over here and you're playing with it. So yeah, that is my best match.
Fantastic. And what a journey it's been as well, Rania. Congratulations once again, and more
power
to you going forward.
More power to you. More power to you.
More power to you. Okay, Shomo _007 wanted to know, how do you control the ball so nicely? And I've been watching a lot of your Instagram videos. There's a lot of swag in there, my friend, but there's a lot of style and there's a lot of substance there as well. What do you do when you're training all by yourself, that you control the ball so nicely?
See, since school days, it was not something what I trained for. It was all naturally gifted by God. Honestly speaking, like, I have not trained for, like, I need to do this. I just did it once, twice, and it came. And I always be thankful, not only skills, like whatever I'm in my career in football and whatever, like, even the question what you asked me about the touch and all that, it's everything how God has made me. I can say that, because I didn't, like, since beginning, like, I didn't train, or I didn't, like, show, like, especially in my skills and all, like, what he wants to know. Like, I didn't, like, focus so much on it, because that is not I wanted to play football. This is like an hobby. This is like, just like what off the field, like, just do something, and it just all happened naturally. So I just thank God for that. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. I think that answers the question quite nicely. Mayuresh.Sadekar wants to know, tell us in detail about, this is a very serious question, okay? So take it seriously. Tell us in detail about Ashok Vada Pav.
Arey Baba.
What is this Ashok Vada Pav that all these Mumbai players are so excited about all the time? Come on, tell us.
Honestly, like once, all this started because I don't actually remember. It's just like someone asked me, like, what you like to eat in an interview. So I was like, Vada Pav and Ashok Vada Pav. And that just cracked everyone, I think. It's just like, everyone needs to eat that Ashok Vada Pav. And I'm like, Baba re.
Where is Ashok Vada Pav? Can you tell everybody so that we can also benefit from its services?
Where it is, oh, like, how is it? What is the question?
No, where and how? Where and how? Both.
It's in Dadar West. It's near the beach, like Kirti College. Over there only it is. And yeah, it is great.
Okay.
Like, and I don't like spicy, so I have that sweet chutney, like the meeta chutney, and so that's how I like it. So I'll tell you one experience, sir. So this was, I think, towards the end of Mumbai City. We had some away game or something, and we had a break or something. So we got on at the airport in Bombay, and my team, they went with the bus, they went to the apartment, and I came home because we had off like a week or something. So, and I had called my friend, his name is Jazer. So I had called him up, and I was like, on the way only, I called him. I was like, bro, listen, I'm going to keep my luggage in the same thing what I'm wearing. Let's go to eat vada pav and then come back home because I had the taste of my mouth.
I can see the love is real. But the bigger question is, who is Mr. Ashok?
His actual name, I don't know. We just know Ashok Vada Pav.
Okay, we just know it as that. Okay, then Rainier_Fernandez_fan club, which I don't run, but somebody else is obviously running that, even though I am a part of that. They've asked you 3 questions: your idol, and one player funnier than you, and your favorite moment in your football career. You can choose to answer in whichever order. Your idol first.
My idol, like growing in, so I would say like my brother, like when I was growing. Because I wouldn't be where I am, is because, like, it wouldn't be for him that way. So because I seen him grow, like I had to like do what he couldn't because he had some injuries, and that's how like his football got like stuck over there, and then he joined something else. So he is my idol growing up, and yeah, so my brother Royston. And second question was what? My
player funnier than you.
Funny? Nah, I'm not funnier, this thing. But yeah, like I have seen like people who's funny, and I would say Paulo Machado. Crazy guy.
Paulo
it's
Machado.
Not like he's being funny. It's just it's his normal way of living. Like, you know, he's just like so cool and so calm and everything, like whatever. It's funny and it's like humor. It's great.
Yeah. I mean,
so
some fantastic memories meeting Mr. Machado as well. And your favorite moment in your football career so far? You already answered that. So your favorite goal? Let's just ask you that.
My favorite moment I would obviously say for the international team debut. Because that is something...
No, your favorite goal. Your favorite goal. I want to know your favorite goal.
My favorite goal? Oh my God. Against Jamshedpur. Yes, that is because we got the 3-pointer because of that and because of my team. So yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
So I think against Jamshedpur is my...
Okay, I'll get to the next one, which is Harish Exuberance. This is a very interesting question. This has got nothing to do with Vada Pav, by the way. This one is, which India match which India match did he wishes he was a part of in the past? I'll frame it correctly. If there's one match in the past that you would want to be a part of, what would that be? For the national team or for Mumbai even, if you want to answer.
Against the past, like, I can say past, but then the one which I was not part of, against the Qatar match, I think.
Yeah.
What happened away. Yeah. Yes, I would want, like, I had injury, I suppose, yes, I had an injury, so I was not a part of the squad. But then, the way the team played, the way our boys played, man, they didn't give up till the last minute. Like, they gave everything what they had to. So, I would just wanted to be a part of that so that I can say, like, I played against team like Qatar, a country like Qatar, and it would be great, you know, because our team, the Indian team, did so well. So, it would be like, you know, like a privilege, like an honor for me just to be there. So, I would be a part of that match. I want to, like, you know. Yes.
Goal India is on this conversation as well. Can you answer what they want to ask you, which is Balwant kya bola bolo?
Okay. This is the time.
I don't know the internal joke, but you may as well tell us. What is the context here?
No. I think they're talking about like the Curaçao match, only my debut match. The first half I didn't play. So I'm a person like, if I'm not playing, if I'm the substitute, I'll be screaming like the coach. But in my, like, I'll just scream anything, like, because when I see, like, people, like, doing this, like, even if good, bad, anything, I'll just go, I'll clap, I'll scream this, that, and unfortunately, I think Balwant, like, he didn't know about all this. So, he was besides me. So, match started, so I was quiet. I was like, ye kar, wo kar, ye. And then at some point, I stood up, I was loudly I'm screaming. So Balwant is like, भाई तू क्या कर रहे? Chill मत, थोड़ा relax कर रहे. तू इतना क्यों बोल रहा है? Coach है उधर, तू क्या बोल रहा है? So this is the thing what I think you're talking about.
That is okay. That answers Goal India's question. Thank you, Goal India, for being a part of this. Karan Raval has a question. From playing MSSA tournaments for Don Bosco with your school buddies to playing for Mumbai City FC and the national team, if you were to give us, I don't know, like sum up your journey in a couple of sentences, how would you do it?
Couple of sentences is impossible, but then I just try to say something about it.
Yeah, anything.
Yeah,
stage is yours.
Whatever I have played, like school, college, every experience is different, because those are those, like now if I look back, so those are those main, like, the key moments, like what I had to go through to reach where I am. So MSSA club, all the clubs I played for and everything. So it's been quite a difficult journey. It was a lot of sacrifices to your family and friends, because you're going to be away most of the time. Your food, like when I was in Mohan Bagan, I had to cook, like my chef, I had to cook. I had to go every day to get vegetables, chicken. I had to personally go wake up, get breakfast, everything I had to do on my own. So school level is amazing, like MSSA, because those are the moments what you have to like prove, you show you're like, like you're good at something, and then it slowly everything will come in line. So this is my experience. Difficult road, but it is not go through everything to at least reach like the highest level. So yeah.
Yeah, certainly. And I think that answers Karan Raval's question. Thanks, Karan, for that. I'm sure it helped him recap some of his memories all the way from Don Bosco to where he is at the moment, national team player. Sagar interestingly points out something about Rainier TV on this chat. And I wanted to know what this Rainier TV is all about, and why are you trying to take our jobs?
Why I'm trying to take a job? My God. Firstly, that job is so difficult, man. Like you got to enter. I don't know how you guys do it, because I get nervous because I'm not like into all this media and questioning people, and it's just like so scary, like to ask a question and then to like keep talking. It's very difficult job. And last season I wanted to do something new, like Mumbai City. So they had asked me, and so I was like, okay, let's do a channel or what. It was just a normal thing. So then I don't know, it would become like so like however it is now. So it was just normal, like interview players and all that. So I was like, why not to do it since we're playing, like once we get off training, at least there'll be something like, to keep your mind like a little fresh, like have some fun also during the season and all that. So that's the idea, I think, of Rainier TV. Just to get into know what's inside, like what's happening inside the club apart from playing, like the dressing room, the the physio room and all the players, what they think about all this. So yeah, this is what I can say.
Excellent. Okay. Somebody asked whether you prefer Salvation or Don Bosco. Can you answer that in one word?
I would prefer both. Because my journey is like from the 1st to the 5th standard, I was in Salvation. 6th standard, I was in Salvation school, the other, and then from the 7 to 10. So both. There's no preference for anything. I learned from both. I got educated from both. So both of them.
Excellent.
If it would not be, so if I would choose Bosco, but then obviously I don't want to, because if I wouldn't be in Salvation, I wouldn't get opportunity to play football. So I wouldn't get like, the coach, his name is Pavaskar sir, like he wouldn't give me opportunity. And if not for that, then I don't know. I don't think I would be in Don Bosco. So obviously because this I gone there. So I choose both.
All right. A lot of people mention Salvation, so I hope it answers their question as well. Okay, I'm gonna play tiki taka with you now, Rainier. You're very good at it on the field. Let's have a look at how good you are on Let's Football Live. Okay, I'm gonna give you short, sharp clues. You've got to guess the player I'm talking about. You know how it's done.
Yeah.
All right.
Please, and okay, don't give me some difficult ones, please.
Well, I'll try my best to give you as difficult as possible. Then, on that note.
Wow. No vada pav for you. Continue.
Okay. I have won 4 Hero of the Match awards. All have come in the last 2 seasons.
My God. 4 Hero of the Match. In my team or somewhere else?
Yeah, in your team. In your team. Very much in your team.
Last 2 seasons.
Who's this one person who's had such cracking seasons that he's won 4 Hero of the Match awards in the last 2 seasons?
Sogu?
Nope.
Nope. My God. Paulo.
No. So I'll give you another clue. I made my Hero ISL debut in the 2016 season, but all my 10 goal contributions, which is 6 goals and 4 assists, have come in the last 2 seasons.
My God. Actually, nothing's coming in my head right now.
Host of Rainier TV, काफी दबाव में इस वक्त 2 clues मिल चुके हैं अभी तक. Phone a friend.
Okay, I would say Subhashis.
Who's that? I missed it.
Subhashis Bose. Subhashis Bose.
No, not even Subhashish Bose.
No,
And Subhashish
no,
Bose is now your former teammate. So anyway, goodbye to him.
Yeah, former. I give up. I don't know.
Okay, you give up. All right, it's Roland Borges, by the way.
Baba, thank. Hey, I'm sorry, Raulin. I will call you up later on. I'm sorry, bro.
West Coast Brigade just guessed it correctly as well. Well done, guys. Thanks for watching this and thanks for answering it correctly. Rainier Fernandez, you need to call West Coast Brigade more often because they can guide you a little bit.
Yeah, that's all.
We've called Roland Borges so many things on different editions of Let's Football Live. If you were to describe him in one sentence or one word, what would that be?
He's a great person, like down to earth guy. Like however he is in the field, like however, like he looks like he's angry and he wants to, but off the field, by God, very loving, very nice, very down to earth guy.
So on the field, he's not?
He is, but then like when he's into his, like his mood, into his like whatever you call it, like he's just crazy, like when he's playing.
He's in the zone, tunnel vision.
He's in the zone, completely in the zone, all focused.
Yeah. I like it. Mumbai City FC, as you can see, the smiling tank is a phrase that's picked up with Roland Borges. So Let's Football Live would like to take complete credit for it. The entire team. Okay, I'll go to the second clue, which is for the second player. I have kept 11 clean sheets in the last 2 seasons after keeping just 8 in my first 3 seasons of the ISL.
The ISL. First 3 seasons of the ISL.
In the first 3 seasons this man played in the ISL, he kept only 8 clean sheets. In the last 2 seasons, he's managed to keep 11 clean sheets. So obviously, we're talking about a goalkeeper.
Gurpreet?
No.
No, not
it's
Gurpreet.
Amrinder. I'm surprised how you're managing. I'm surprised how you're managing to guess the only keeper that I'm looking for. But I mean, not being able to guess the only keeper I'm looking for. But okay. Well done, Sarthak, Janal. A lot of guys are guessing it correctly. Well done.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I got to be more focused, I think, in my.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay, I've lost Rainier. I've got him back. I've got you back. Yeah. Okay.
Hello. Yeah.
Amrinder or Gurpreet? How do you look at them in comparison? What's good about one? What's better about the other?
So I have played with Amrinder. So for me, for training and matches, the training, like he is always ready for it. He's always giving his best. Like what I've seen him in 2 years, and Gurpreet, like I've just seen him in India camp and all. So they just want to do well in training. They just want to prove, for the team and for each other, like they are good at what they do. So they have their own way of living. Like I didn't personally because our training and all is completely different. Like we don't manage to see. But then to what I know, both are the ones who give everything in training, because it's not like if they're doing well, the other one will be normal, especially in the India camp. They both just be they give all out 100%. So they both are great. They both are amazing.
Right, you see, certainly Mumbai is number 1, and I mean, like we always say, it's such a privilege that we're in the era where we have such fabulous goalkeepers pushing each other for that first place as well. But who's got the better music choice, Amrinder or Gurpreet?
Amrinder, I would say Amrinder.
I think I would agree with that.
Even in the India camp and all, it's all his music. His music is going on everywhere.
So I'm told.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Okay, my next clue to you is. I made my I-League debut with the same club that you made your debut with.
Okay.
That could be many people.
I-League debut. Saurav?
But you're
Sarthak,
close.
No? Sarthak.
Second one is right. I was going to give you a second clue, but I'll spare you that.
I thought Saurav. Okay, no problem. At least one answer, at least like 2 out of 3. Anyways.
What's the relationship like with Sarthak Guloi? Another young player coming up the ranks, doing ever so well, and breaking through the national team camp and all that as well.
He's like, like in Mohun Bagan also, like he was very, like we all were juniors that time, I think, at least me. Like he has played, but then he's very, like he's such a nice guy, like off the field also. Like in training, he wants to give his best every time. Like he crosses, the way he tackles and all, he's always serious in training. Then off the field, he's such a nice guy. Like he talks, he communicates, he fools around, and that's good about him. Such a humble guy.
And the one person that you looked up to the most in the Mumbai City FC dressing room, especially in the previous season, who would that be?
Look up to, I would say, Paulo Machado. Both the seasons. Like towards the end, he was not there, but then during the season and the first season, I would look up to him because he has I have a similar like position like what he plays. His game style, like when he trains, the vision what he has, it's like I look up to him in every possible way while playing. Because such a nice guy and such a talented guy. I got to learn so much like about football in this 2 seasons is because of him, because of everyone of course. But then I read his game like not completely, but then what he showcases during the game and during the training, it's amazing. So yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. Paulo, we're going to miss you if you get to watch this. Absolutely. I mean, what a fantastic player he turned out to be, and a great character off the pitch as well. It was a lot of fun interacting with him in all the pre-season shoots.
Always.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm going to play. Another round, which is the rapid fire. So it's one touch. Let's football. You're going to answer as quickly as possible. Okay. Before we close the show, vada pav or samosa pav?
Vada pav. Any day.
All right, Ashokji, if you're listening, if you exist in this world, vada pav it is. Roland Borges or Anirudh Thapa?
Roland Borges and Anirudh Thapa both. Wow,
Roland Thapa.
But I played with him. Roland Thapa.
Okay. Emerging talent, Saurav Das or Vidyanand Singh? Greater potential?
Both. I can't say anyone. Both are amazing. Both are talented and both are great. There's no, I don't think I'll give any one answer because they both are amazing, I think, yeah.
Mumbai Chava is a very diplomatic man. I was expecting an answer there. Come on. All right, okay. beating Bengaluru 3-2 at Kantirva or 2-0 at the Mumbai Football Arena, the bigger or the greater memory for you?
3-2 away.
3-2 away. All right, yeah, in their fortress, as they call it. Goal against Chennai or goal against Jamshedpur?
Goal against Jamshedpur. Because I scored against the goal, the Subrata ball. Like, when I was in Air India, I had an opportunity to play against him when he was in Mumbai City. So I always thought at that time, I wanted to score against a team, against a player like this, the legend. So, and when I happened to, in Jamshedpur, I was like, it's done, the dream came through.
CR7 or Lionel Messi? Come on, you got to answer. You can't be diplomatic there now.
I would say Messi and Ronaldo.
Messi, okay. Ronaldo. Okay. George Costa or Igor Stimac? The greater influence on you?
Both. There's no picking one for this.
All right, okay. Amrinder Singh or Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, I already asked you, so I'll skip that. Playing at the Salt Lake Stadium or the Mumbai Football Arena?
This is a question what you're not supposed to ask. But yeah, I would say Arena. Arena.
Changed it nicely. Very good. All right. Okay, fair enough. Paulo Machado or Mudu Sugu? Who did you have more fun with on the pitch? Off the pitch, we know it's Paulo. But Machado or Sugu?
On the pitch, Paulo Machado.
Paulo?
Yes.
100%?
Paulo.
Okay.
Because Sugu beat me in FIFA, that's why.
And talking about FIFA, my last question. Dribbling, passing, shooting, pace, defense. What should be your FIFA rating in these categories? Come on, give it to us.
My God. Dribbling, I would say, you want me to rate myself?
Yeah.
Everything.
Rate yourself. And then we let the viewers rate you as well.
In 75 to 85, all of them between. So I can name numbers. So 75 to 85 is I can give you a scale, yeah.
All right, Rania, it's been a lot of fun. It's been great seeing you smile through this session and all, despite talking about some hardships that have come along the way. But that's the kind of character you are. Finally, before I let you go, a message to all the Mumbai City FC fans and the Indian football fans who are tuning into this or will tune into it later.
First, I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and support you showed me throughout this life. Just keep being there with us, keep supporting, and always please have our back. Thank you so much, guys.
Rainier, thanks a lot. Hope to make an appearance on Rainier TV. If not me, at least Ashok Vadapao should be on it very soon, as someone mentioned in the comments. Keep smiling, keep doing well. More power to you, more success to you, and stay humble like you always are.
Thank you so much, Anand, for having me over here. Thank you so much. Take care.
Cheers.
See you soon.
Bye.
See you soon, boss. See you soon.
A lot of fun there with Rainier Fernandes. Not often that my guest on Let's Football Live is in the same city as me, but that's the kind of coincidence we had today. Great journey, of course, starting from Mumbai, growing up over there, and then going on to represent the national team. And of course, big things expected from him in Mumbai City FC colours as well, under a new coach and along with some new recruits that will come along the way. I'm sure the announcements are imminent. But I will leave that to Mumbai City FC. Thank you so much for all your support, for all your questions, for all the feedback, and for all the banter that comes along with having guests like Rainier on the show. Until the next time, guys, stay safe. It's goodbye.